My decision to visit Thailand was as spontaneous as it was necessary. Life had become a relentless cycle of work and routine, leaving me craving an escape. Bangkok's reputation for its vibrant culture, mesmerizing temples, and electrifying nightlife felt like the perfect antidote to my weariness. The moment I stepped off the plane, the humid air enveloped me like an old friend, and the chaotic hum of the city welcomed me into its embrace. After checking into my hotel and taking a quick shower to shake off the jet lag, I found myself restless. I wasn't ready to call it a night, so I decided to head out and experience the city's nightlife firsthand. Soi Cowboy, one of Bangkok's most famous entertainment districts, had been recommended by a friend. The name itself intrigued me. When I arrived, the street was alive with neon signs flashing in every color imaginable, casting a surreal glow over the throngs of people. Music blared from every bar, creating a cacophony that was oddly harmonious. It felt like a festival, a carnival for adults, where inhibitions were left at the door. I wandered aimlessly, soaking it all in, until a small bar caught my eye. Its understated charm amidst the chaos made it stand out, so I stepped inside. The bar was cozy but buzzing with energy. Groups of people were laughing, chatting, and clinking glasses. As I approached the counter to order a drink, I noticed someone sitting alone at the far end. Even in a room full of energy, this person exuded a calm that was magnetic. She was elegant, with long, jet-black hair cascading down her back, a confident posture, and an enigmatic smile that hinted at stories untold. Our eyes met briefly, and she offered a small smile. Something about her drew me in. Summoning courage I didn't know I had, I grabbed my drink and walked over. "Mind if I sit here?" I asked, feeling uncharacteristically nervous. "Not at all," she said, her voice soft yet confident. Her name was Nadia. As we started talking, I realized she wasn't just beautiful, she was fascinating. Nadia told me she was a ladyboy, a term widely used in Thailand for transgender women. She shared snippets of her life with an openness that was both disarming and inspiring. Nadia grew up in a small rural village, a place bound by tradition and resistant to change. Her journey to Bangkok had been one of escape and survival. She had left behind a family who didn't understand her and a community that had shunned her. "Bangkok gave me the freedom to be myself," she said, her eyes sparkling with a mix of pride and pain. As the evening unfolded, our conversation deepened. We talked about everything, her struggles, her triumphs, and her dreams. She asked me about my life, and for the first time in a long while, I found myself opening up to a stranger. There was no judgment in her eyes, just a genuine interest and kindness that made me feel at ease. At one point, Nadia leaned in and said, "Would you like to see a different side of Bangkok? The real Bangkok?" I hesitated for a moment, unsure of what she meant, but her enthusiasm was infectious. I nodded, and her smile widened. We left the bar and hailed a motorbike taxi. The ride through Bangkok's quieter streets was exhilarating. The bustling city seemed to fade away as we reached a serene riverside area. Nadia led me to a small, unassuming restaurant nestled by the water. "This is my favorite spot," she said. "The food here is incredible, and the view is even better." We sat at a wooden table overlooking the river, the city's twinkling lights reflecting off the water. Nadia ordered a variety of dishes without even glancing at the menu. When the food arrived, the table was filled with colorful plates that smelled heavenly. As we ate, Nadia explained the cultural significance of each dish, her passion for her heritage shining through. "This one," she said, pointing to a spicy salad, "is a specialty from my hometown. It reminds me of my childhood, even though those memories are bittersweet." Her words hung in the air, a reminder of the resilience it had taken for her to get to where she was. After dinner, we walked along the riverbank. The conversation turned to dreams and aspirations. Nadia shared her plans to open a beauty salon one day, a place where people like her could feel safe and celebrated. "I want to create something meaningful," she said. "Something that shows the world we're more than what they see." Her words resonated deeply. Here was someone who had faced unimaginable challenges yet refused to let them define her. Her strength, vulnerability, and authenticity were inspiring. As midnight approached, we decided it was time to head back. The ride to my hotel was quiet, but it wasn't an uncomfortable silence. It was the kind of silence that comes when words aren't necessary. When we reached my hotel, Nadia turned to me and said, "Thank you for tonight." It's not often I meet someone who listens without judgment. Her words stayed with me long after she left. That night, as I lay in bed, I replayed the evening in my mind. Nadia had shown me a side of Bangkok and a side of humanity that I hadn't expected. She wasn't just a fleeting encounter, she was a reminder of the beauty of resilience and the strength it takes to live authentically. My night with Nadia wasn't about romance or adventure. It was about connection, understanding, and the shared human experience. It was a night that changed me, leaving an indelible mark on my heart and mind. Nadia's story, her courage, and her dreams will remain with me, a lasting testament to the power of being unapologetically yourself.